Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. The Tesla energy business has truly started to take off as we predicted, but it is nothing compared to what Tesla has in store for us with their energy business. Also because Tesla is the only one in the world that has actually created the software that is needed to make a grid work on 100% renewable energy. Tesla's virtual machine mode. So even though Tesla has already become the biggest energy storage system provider in the world, we have hardly scratched the surface. It is like Wall Street has completely forgotten what Tesla is actually aiming for, because this shit is about to go bananas. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. As I said in the beginning of the year, we should expect Tesla's energy business to rise up very fast here in 2024. And we saw exactly that happen in Q2 with a doubling of its energy storage deployment. But I do think that most people don't understand just how fast Tesla's energy business is growing and will continue to grow and accelerate. So here is just some stats to give you an idea of what Tesla is doing right now and where their energy business is. So Tesla became the world's largest energy storage system supplier for the first time in the first half of 2023. The global supply of energy storage system in the first half of 2023 reached 72.4 gigawatt hours. Tesla made 7.5 gigawatt hours, about 10% of the market, and all the Chinese supplier made up 47 gigawatt hours or 65%. Other suppliers, almost 18 gigawatt hours, about 25%. So the crazy thing here is Tesla's rapid growth. As you can see, in the first half of 2023, all of the Chinese suppliers made up 47 gigawatt hours. Tesla's Megapack factory in Lathrop will be able to do 40 gigawatt hours on its own, almost as much as all the Chinese did in the first half of 2023. But Tesla is about to turn on their Shanghai Megapack factory as well, where they will produce at least another 40 gigawatt hours. We have heard that that factory might even be able to ramp up to double or triple the amount of Megapacks as Lathrop, and I think that in 2026 Tesla will have ramped up both factories to 40 gigawatt hours each. Maybe even more for Shanghai, we don't know, but that is 80 gigawatt hours. That is more than the entire world produced in the first half of 2023. Tesla will probably produce in 2026. This should give you some perspective on just how big Tesla's production is going to be within the next couple of years. As Elon said in his Master Plan 3, it's all about extreme scale. But that is nothing compared to where Tesla is actually going. But I will get back to that in a moment, because even though we need a lot of storage to make the world transition to renewables, I think most people misunderstand just how little is actually needed. As Rethink studies run by Tony Seba has shown us, we don't need enough batteries to run the world for weeks or months at a time. We need enough batteries for about 35 to 90 hours. So the big difference in the numbers there is because it varies by geographic locations. But even in the coldest and darkest place on Earth, they only need up to 90 hours worth of batteries to run the entire country on renewables. So this, I think, is what many people misunderstand about the whole shift to renewables. But being able to run pretty much the entire world for 35 to 90 hours on batteries still requires a shit ton of batteries. So we only need about 3 days worth of battery storage to make the world transition to renewable energy. Well, that is not entirely true, because we also need software to actually make this work. A software that so far only Tesla has. And that is Tesla's virtual machine mode that I have talked about before. They started implementing it in the summer of 2022. The first to test it out was, of course, the Hornsdale Power Plant Reserve in South Australia. The product was even revealed by NEO, the French energy company that owns the Hornsdale Power Plant Reserve, announcing that it obtained approval to offer the world's first grid-scale inertia service through Tesla's technology. The Hornsdale Power Plant Reserve is the first battery in the world to deliver grid-scale inertia service thanks to Tesla's pioneering virtual machine mode technology. As more wind and solar power replace fossil fuel generation, less mechanical inertia is available on the grid, removing a natural stability buffer in the case of a grid disturbance. Tesla's virtual machine mode is designed to address these stability challenges by virtually emulating mechanical inertia. Megapacks, a built-in inverter with virtual machine mode, create grid-forming dynamics that provide grid strength, response to added and rejected load, and maintain quality voltage at the point of interconnection. In South Australia, the Hornsdale Power Plant Reserve alone can provide up to 3,000 megawatt seconds of inertia by using virtual machine mode, roughly half of the state's entire inertia needs from just this one battery plant. Thanks to Tesla's software. Neon commented on the deployment of the technology at the Hornsdale Power Plant Reserve and said this landmark achievement is the result of 2 years of extensive trial and intensive collaboration between Neo and the battery technology provider Tesla. So not the car company, but the battery technology provider, works closely with AEMO and ElectraNet, South Australia's network operator. Together they completed the necessary studies, testing and analysis to deploy this pioneering technology at scale for the first time. Added power stability and not just energy. And one grid operator using Tesla's virtual machine mode said they will not make a grid on 100% renewable without this software. They tried, but it didn't work. You need this kind of software to make a grid on 100% renewables work because you need that inertia capabilities.
And one reason that we focus on power electronics and control so much is because of the impact that it has on the projects directly. So just as an example here on the left, we have a firmware feature that we call virtual machine mode. And what virtual machine mode is it contributes to grid stability like a car's shock absorber that dampens oscillations or vibrations and keeps the ride smooth. So you can imagine if you don't dampen those vibrations, the vehicle could lose control or someone could get hurt. On the grid, you could have a blackout. We have one grid operator that's utilizing virtual machine mode and said they will not operate their grid at 100% renewables unless they have this feature, unless they have virtual machine mode working.
Yeah, and
they tried and it didn't work very well.
And why is it virtual machine mode? It's like synthetic inertia, where you turn the battery power plant into, like through software, behaving like it's a giant spinning machine, literally. And that like inertia stabilizes the grid. Right. But you don't need a giant spinning machine. You don't need like a huge fossil fuel power plant or a giant hydro turbine. You can just have the battery do it. And you can program it to whatever you need at that part of the grid, or even have it be dynamically changing as the grid conditions change.
Right. And that's why we focus so much on it. We believe it's the future of how batteries are going to add value. It's going to be more about adding power stability just as it is about energy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is something no one else has yet but Tesla. Tesla is pioneering the energy business as well, just as they did with their Autobeta software that sells and buys energy from the grid. So Tesla's system is the one to get, as Tesla showed off with their solar inverter architecture white paper. Their levelized cost of energy, LCOE, is the cheapest on the market. LCOE is just the lifetime cost of the system divided by the lifetime energy generation of the system. And Tesla is the cheapest but most reliable and most energy dense system you can get. And did I mention cheapest? There is no contest here. And why Tesla has 2-year backlog on their Megapacks, even though they are already the one in the world making the most energy storage systems. So if you need a system like this, Tesla is the best and the cheapest. Very hard to compete with this, especially when Tesla will take the scaling of these battery packs to a level never seen before in the entire industry. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, Tesla will probably in 2026 produce as much energy storage as the entire world did in the first 6 months of 2023. So it's a lot, and some insane growth Tesla has done with a 65% compound annual growth rate since 2016. That is faster than their car business. That is already very fast growth that no one thought was possible, but the energy business has and will grow faster. And according to Tesla's own estimates, there is needed about 24 terawatt hours of energy storage just for the renewable energy grid. And Tesla themselves plans for production about 1 terawatt hour of annual energy storage production. So just to give some reference, so Tesla right now is on its way to produce something like 30 to 40 gigawatt hours here in 2024. And that will probably once again make them the biggest producer of energy deployment systems in the world. And that will only be 3 to 4% of what Tesla is aiming for. This will be bananas. It's like Wall Street is not really looking at what Tesla has planned for, because Tesla's energy business will become enormous. It will, of course, be a mix of Powerwall and Megapacks. But to keep it simple, if Tesla would need to produce enough Megapacks to store about 1 terawatt hour of energy, that would mean that Tesla will produce more than 330,000 Megapacks a year, as they can store approximately 3 megawatt hours of energy. And if we say Tesla gets about $1 million in revenue on average for every Megapack they sell, that is about $330 billion in revenue. So more than $250 billion in revenue from storage alone, or more than 3 times the revenue of all of Tesla's total revenue in 2023. Not to mention the revenue that Tesla would generate from all these Megapacks on maintenance and software like Auto Bidder and virtual machine mode. That all comes on top of this. And don't forget that in the US, Bloomberg estimated last year that Tesla could receive $41 billion in credit by the end of 2032 from Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, if that does not get cancelled before that. But that is going to be crazy. And that is just one of Tesla's many businesses. So as Tesla has said themselves, this is just the beginning. The ramp of their energy business is insane. It's like Wall Street is just not taking it into calculation how big Tesla's energy business will become when Tesla hit the target of 1 terawatt hours. Because it doesn't really matter if that is 2030 or 40 or 50, it will make Tesla a shit ton of money. On top of their car business, robotaxi and humanoid robots. But just looking at their energy storage, Tesla has some insane growth in front of them. And as we talked about in the beginning of the year, 2024 might just be the year that we will see the beginning of this insane growth curve. And in Q2, we definitely got to see the beginning of where Tesla's energy business is going. And it is truly just getting started. From 2019 to 2022, Tesla's installation and commission speed has become 4 times faster. Because Tesla always tries to make their production faster and more affordable, and the product faster and more affordable to install. So in another 3 or 4 years, Tesla will probably be much faster again to produce and install the energy storage product. And no one is keeping up in speed or cost. And the growth curve will only accelerate until Tesla hit their 1 terawatt hours, which is only about 5% of the market share of what is needed for the whole world to be run on renewables. So it's not like Tesla is aiming for 25% of the market share. So if the rest of the industry is not running fast enough and also making their own virtual machine mode, Tesla will just grab some more market share. Or maybe they will license their Tesla virtual machine mode software. Because right now, Tesla Megapacks, including all the software, is without a doubt the best offer on energy storage system you can get. and why Tesla wins these huge mega-pack projects again and again and again. Because Tesla offer the whole package and the best and most affordable solution. So 5% of the market share could be very conservative if the other guys don't ramp up faster. But no matter what, we are in for one hell of a ride with Tesla's energy business over the next couple of decades. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.